Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to this webinar devoted to the Data-Driven Decision and Digital Economics Master. My name is Romain Plassard. I'm the co-director of this master with Madalina Olteanu. And today we will um, provide you general information about the master. We will give you like an idea of the structure of the program, how to apply, and we will finish with a Q&A session. So the master is really a continuation of the first year master quantitative economics head by Olivia Bertelli. And it's also a companion of the quantitative economic analysis master head by Lise Paturo. What do we have in common with quantitative economics and quantitative economic analysis? Well, all courses are in English. Our program is also open internationally. We notably have like an exchange program with Padova University. I will talk about this later. This is also an applied program, meaning that we train students with the econometric and more generally quantitative method to address economic problems and to resolve concrete problems. And this is also a program that shares like a pedagogical philosophy. We have small classroom where we can build the knowledge on interactions, and we try as much as we can to engage with a student, to have like exams in which like we have project supervised, etc. What's the originality of the D4E program, which is ours? So we focus on digital economics, which means that we focus on the body of knowledge that is applied to understand how internet and more specifically e-commerce work. So how you set price online or how you organize search advertising. We also have a stronger emphasis on data science with courses on machine learning and neural network. We are more business oriented. We notably have something that we call business cases, which are basically seminars run by entrepreneurs that come, present their firm, and explain to students what are the challenges they face and how they use data analytics to solve those challenges. All our courses are mandatory, and we also have a mandatory internship. I will come to that later. What are the skills that you will acquire thanks to this master? Well, you will acquire programming skills by learning different types of language like Python or Solidity or SQL. And you will use all this language to apply or to address economic questions. So for instance, you will use Solidity to learn how to develop smart contracts. The other set of skills that you will develop are in data science. You will learn about web scraping. In terms of data analytics, you will learn about natural language processing. And regarding data visualization, you will learn how to build dashboards. Regarding the skills in digital economics, well, you will have courses that will help you to understand how to build markets online, and especially how to set prices and how to reveal the preferences of consumers online. You will learn how to make post-analysis on those markets, and you will also learn about a specific ecosystem, which is the ecosystem of blockchains and cryptocurrencies. What are the career opportunities? First of all, there is like a possibility to join a private firm as a consultant, for instance, a digital market consultant, or in tech and finance as a fintech analysis. Given the strong emphasis on the blockchain ecosystem, you could also become smart contract developer or risk analysis. If you are more interested in a public and international organization, this is also a master that can help you achieving this goal. You could join a competition authority like the competition policy at the European Commission, or you could join a central bank. There is also the possibility of doing a PhD in digital economics, like for instance, like doing research on platform economics, which is really a hot topic right now. And you could end up being a researcher in universities. What are the main employment statistics? What is important to have in mind is that 100% of our graduates find a job within 2 months after graduation, and 2/3 of them secure a job even before graduating. Regarding the salary, the median salary is 44,260 euros per year, and 100% of our graduates say that they are happy with their salary and very happy with their current job. And regarding the consistency between what they learn in our master and what they do in their job, 100% of them confirm a perfect match between their job and the skills acquired in the master's program. Let me talk now about the structure of the master. We have this traditional division between two semesters. Semester 1 from September to December, you will have 8 mandatory courses, either in data analytics or in digital economics. In data analytics and digital economics, you will have these so-called business cases, and I will talk about that just in a few slides. And during the second semester, you will also have the mandatory courses in data analytics and digital economics, business cases, and you will end the semester starting from March with a long internship of at least 6 months. As I told you earlier, there is also an exchange program with Padova University, and if you are interested in doing that, it needs to take place during the first semester. This is the list of the courses that you will have during the first semester. So you have this division between data analytics and digital economics. Within the data analytics block, you will have courses on machine learning, data science, and time series and anomaly detection. And in the digital economics block, you will have courses on industrial organization, blockchain economics, financial data, experimental economics, and private cryptocurrencies. During the second semester, again, this division between data analytics and digital economics courses. In the data analytics block, you will have like natural language processing for economic decision, machine learning, neural networks, and data visualization. In the digital economics, you will have solidity and smart contract development, platform economics, and empirical industrial organization. What is new within the second semester is that you have like a specific block devoted to job market insertion, and this is where you will have like your internship, business cases, and communication. A few words on business cases. So as I said before, like you will have entrepreneurs that will come to give you like a lecture to present the type of problems they face in their companies, how they manage to resolve them thanks to data analytics tool. And this is also going to be an opportunity for you to deal with real world data whenever it's possible. The list of companies that used to come to give business cases include Air France, 55, EDF, and Equimetrics. And basically, business cases are sessions of 3 to 6 hours. Regarding the exchange program with Padova University, as I told you, this is an exchange program that will take place during the first semester. While you are in Padova, you will have to choose elective courses, and you will have also a set of mandatory courses. Up to 2 to 3 students will be selected, and the conditions for being selected, one of those is to be already in Dauphine as a student. And the other selection criteria include grades that you would have in data management and programming during your first year of master, and also like some proof of English proficiency thanks to the TOEFL. So you need to show that you have more than 92 at the TOEFL and more than 6 at the ELTS. How to apply to our master? Well, who can apply to begin with? If you are already a student in the Master 1 in Quantitative Economics, you can apply. And if you are not, you can also apply, but under specific conditions. The first condition is that you need to have like an equivalent degree, which means like 60 ECTS credits in a relevant field of study. And relevant fields of study include economics, mathematics applied to social science, computer science applied to economics. You will also have to show excellent command of English, again, by showing the results that you have obtained doing the TOEFL, the GRE, the ELTS. And what is important to keep in mind is that all tests that you will have done should be less than 3 years old. The application step now, so it's a 3-step process. First, you submit your applications through the My Candidature platform. You will see that the application file includes a resume, a cover letter, a written statement, and letters of recommendation. The deadline to submit is 24 February 2025, and you will be notified whether you are eligible for this master by April 5. And if you are, you will have to come in Dauphine, or we can do it online if you cannot come in Dauphine. You will have a 20 minutes interview. Just some tips to maximize your chances for admission. You will have to write a cover letter and you will have to reply some question. These are 2 documents that we read carefully. And this is the moment when you need to demonstrate your ability to handle intensive coursework and especially to acquire quantitative skills. You will have to show to us that you have solid foundation in math applied to econ and other economics courses. Explain to us why you feel that D4E is the right fit for you. Tell us about which aspects of economics you find most engaging, and also showcase your skills. This is really important. Last information regarding the master, the capacity is 25 students, and this is a master that has tuition fees determined by the Grand Établissement Scale. And the Grand Établissement Scale basically computes the tuition fees based on parental income from 2 years prior. I gave you here 2 examples on the slides. If you want more information, you have a website. If you want more information, you can also reach out Alexandra Reverchon to this email address. Alexandra Reverchon is the secretary of the master. She understands English, she writes English, so feel free to write to her in English if you prefer. If you want to write to her in French, it's also fine. And you can also reach out the Student Association. That is really an association combining students from the Q&A and from the D4E master. We have some times for question. Given that we are only 4, what we can do is, if you want, you can turn on your camera and raise your question, but you can also write your question in the chat if you prefer.
Yeah, hello. Can you okay? Can you hear me? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you very much for this presentation. So I just had a question on the website. So the cover letters there is referred as a personal statements. Uh, Hence, so do you expect like a personal statement, and the limit is 700 words. So do you expect like a personal statement like you would in North America, where like you make a very extensive a description of your sometime your whole life or your whole like higher education journey, or is it like more on a cover letter style, like you would do in France or for a job application?
So I had a problem with the connection, so I could not hear the question. I'm sorry. Madalina, did you hear it?
Yes, so the question was about if I understand well, about the length of the cover letter, right?
Yeah, the length and as well like the content of it. Like, should you make it like, because it is referred to as a personal statement, so should you make it like you would apply like in North America, where usually it's very extensive and you extensively go through the whole higher education journey, or it is like a cover letter you would apply like if you were in a job interview or in a job application?
There is like a limit in the number of words, if I remember correctly, right, Madalina?
Exactly. Yes.
So you need to give us your motivation why the D4E master is the right fit for you, respecting this limit.
Okay, thanks.
We have a question in the chat. Can I apply in this M2 master if I have a 4-year BBA out of France with a 6 months internship as a business analyst intern? Well, if you have like if the 4-year BBA amounts to the number of credits that we need, I guess you can apply, right, Madalina?
I think so. It should be the equivalent of the M1.
Yeah.
So it depends on the degree which is given at the end of the 4-year BBA. Is it like the equivalent of the licence, or is it the equivalent of a first year of master? But again, oh, okay. So in this case, I think it should work.
So that should be fine, yes. Yeah, you can apply.
And if you have an internship as a business analyst, it's very good.
It's very, yeah, this is something we will value for sure.
Yeah, so can I ask another question about the curriculum, like the master's curriculum? So just first, I was do you have like formal training? It's about like the computer science part of the masters. So do you really emphasize only on the one the programming language taught within the masters? So do you only focus on the three you mentioned? I think it was Python, R, and Solidity, or as well is there other opportunity to delve into other kind of programming language, and especially like low level languages like C or Java or even web development, or you really focus just on these?
So maybe I can answer this one. So basically, the idea is to give you tools for managing data, and mostly what is taught is R and Python, Solidity, of course, for the specific case. And of course, you will use some SQL queries and things like this. But there's no proper programming course in C or C++ or Java or languages like this.
Yeah, and would you refer to the masters to be equilibrate between proper training in economics and computer science, or it's rather focused on one of these two disciplines?
Romain, would you like to answer this one? Or?
Yeah, So I feel that is you really need to know about computer science to follow the courses, and the courses are here to build also on your knowledge in computer science, but this is an economics program. So the computer science that you will use is applied to, I don't know, like to better understand massive data set or to address some economic issues. This is an econ program, yeah.
So if I can, maybe I can give an example. So there's a project, a data science project during the first semester, and basically what we ask you to do during this project is to find a question of research or a practical question, and then go and get the data, which may imply using APIs or web scraping or things like this. And then analyze this data, and you can use Python or R or whatever language you wish. So the focus is on your problem and how you solve it. But behind this, you will have to use a lot of tools to gather the data, to integrate the data, and then to analyze it. So the idea is to use computer science and statistics and econometrics for solving economic problems.
Okay, thanks. And I have another question about the web scraping part of the training of the master. So is it like on Python, Selenium, Python, or use another, or are we taught like more broader techniques of web scraping?
So yeah, it's mostly done in Python. Okay.
Yeah, like with Beautiful Soup or Selenium or both.
For the moment we use, I mean, the students use Beautiful Soup, but we can use, I mean, it's possible to use other tools too.
Any other questions?
And yeah, it's more so that will be like after what's happened after the masters on this for this question. So so I think if I understood well, the masters is rather to prepare you with tailored to prepare you for a position in digital economics and like economics and maybe I would even say finance. But do you have as well like other opportunity afterward after the masters? I don't know, like as an econometric researcher, maybe as a market researcher or something outside of digital economics? Have you seen students taking another route than digital economics?
Yeah, sure. You need to keep in mind that the digital economics is a strong aspect of the master, but like more importantly, you will learn quantitative techniques that can be used in various fields. So if you are more interested in, I don't know, in finance, by the way, you have a class on finance, but you can use those tools to address financial risk, for instance, or like stability issues. So you could like join a team working in a central bank to provide analysis of the stability of the financial system, for instance, yeah, without any problem.
So there is a question in the chat. Do you know the ratio of international students? So it depends each year. It's different, but some years we had maybe more than half of the students which came from abroad.
And the classes are in English. So in any case, it should be fine if you speak English and you understand English, you will be able to follow the courses without any problem. Other questions? We have some time, so if you want like details on how the exchange program with Padova works or on the application part, feel free to ask questions. There is a small audience, so.
Yeah, if I might add another question, so that would be on the business case seminars. So
Yeah.
which so on the website say like it focus on real world challenging faced by companies by professionals working in these industries. So but what does it really consist in? Because yeah, it seems it's very long session, 6 hours. So yeah, just what do they consist in?
Yeah, that's so basically entrepreneurs come present their firm, how it situates in its market, which type of, I don't know, product they sell, or type of question they have in their data analytics divisions, if it exists some. And then when you have like long session of like, for instance, 6 hours, which is the case, for instance, with EDF, you will have the chance to work with the data. So the person will come, provide you a data set, and you will have the possibility to manipulate the data set.
Yeah, so there is practice associated with
it. Yeah, there is practice. It's not systematic. We try to push for having more practice. So we hope that next year we will have more business cases involving practical manipulation of data. Yeah. So we have a question in the chat. In which sector does the student get into after the master? So consulting, I saw we have like students going to like mainly in the private sector, and within the private sector, consulting, bank, finance.
And so I had a question about the cryptocurrencies part of the masters. So do you, so I think it involves as well like the economic analysis of this tool, but as well, do you have like a cryptography sessions or like teachings to? But what I mean is really doing like cryptography with Python or any kind of yeah, Solidity.
So there are several courses that allows to manipulate cryptographic techniques. So you have like the class on smart contracts. You also have the class on blockchain economics. Regarding the class on private cryptocurrencies, which is a class I teach, you won't really manipulate cryptographic technique, but you will learn about their logic, how they worked, and you will learn like a lot of different graphic techniques, because this is a class that focus on very different cryptocurrencies starting from the 80s.
And also about the communication class. So what does this one consist in?
Can you repeat? I'm sorry, but again, I have a bad connection.
Yeah, the communication. So you have like in the second semester, you have like in the job market insertion section, like the communication class, class referred to as communication. So what does this class consist in?
Yeah, so this is a new class, and the idea is that you have to communicate results. within where you will work, right? So the idea, and this is one thing. The other thing, depending on the job that you will have, is that you will have to communicate with the outside world, whether there are politicians or just NGO or just other films. So you really need to know how to present your result, your research in a convincing and clear way. And this is what this class on communication will be about. Like you will learn like techniques to communicate efficiently, orally or in a written format.
Yeah, so that will not involve doing like data viz exercise, but even like interactive exercise, like I don't know, like doing R-Shiny boards or similar in Python.
No, this is not what we have in mind with this class. So what are the dates of the internship? Usually the internship starts in March and lasts at least 6 months. And can it be outside? Yes. Actually, it would be great if it is outside. This would show how international the master is.
And so this question is about the data visualization courses. So is this you briefly mentioned it like during the presentation, but so making like interactable data viz. But so what this class consists in?
Maybe I can take this one. So this is a new course too. It will be introduced starting with next fall. And the idea would be, so first of all, for you to learn how to use a tool for data visualization. So it could be Power BI or Tableau. And on the other hand, it will also be about all the biases related to data visualization. So it will be both a hands-on course and also a theoretical one from the point of view of visual choices, biases, and things like this.
And so this one will be a broader question about the whole machine learning curriculum of the master. So I've seen you have many classes, one on and some like very applied to just NLP. So will it be like really developing from scratch a new model, or like really doing the mathematics behind machine learning, like the backpropagation of errors, or really will be rather focused on applying it? So I think in a programming context like TensorFlow or similar.
So, well, ideally you will have both. I mean, if I'm thinking about the machine learning class during the first semester or the neural network class, so you will have some basics on machine learning models. So the machine learning focuses more on more classical models like, I don't know, tree-based and things like this, whereas the neural network focuses on neural networks. And there will be some theoretical developments, but usually there are no proofs, so just describing the models. And then most of the time will be spent on practical applications using, as you mentioned, TensorFlow, for instance, for the neural networks class. And you will have to not develop the models from scratch, but use the existing packages to to train them on data, and you'll also learn how to fit the models and all these questions. Does it answer your question?
Yes.
Okay.
We also have a question in the chat, Madalena. Is it mandatory to do an English test if I graduate from a 4-year BBA fully taught in English with a certificate from my school? Correct me if I'm wrong, Madalena, but if English is not your mother tongue, you need to do a test, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
As well, I have a question on the class NLP for economic decision. So in this class, will we be manipulating like BERT models for? I'm curious to know how can you apply NLP for economics. So yeah, I'm curious about this class.
Oh, sorry, my microphone was off. So NLP is a broader class on natural language processing. So the first part is not dealing with neural networks. It's just a general introduction to text mining and some techniques related to this. And the second part is indeed related to how to use neural networks, including models such as BERT or other for treating for dealing with data which is textual. And you will have to use again Python and all the associated packages to handle text data. But it's not exclusively a course intended for neural networks. It's more general.
But then, so that will be more the job of the neural network class to make some broader or more very specific teaching about neural network developments and
Yeah,
the theory
exactly.
behind it. Okay.
So you will see the neural network generally including maybe not transformers to start with, but multilayer perceptrons and stuff like this in the neural network class. And then little by little, you will complexify the models that you're looking at. And in the NLP, you will apply what you see in the neural networks for some specific models to deal with text data. But in the NLP, there is also all the part with text embedding and pre-processing, which has to be seen before getting to the neural networks.
And also, I have a question on the experimental economics class. So, just this class would be like an econometrics class, general econometrics class, or
So this is going to be like a class in which you will learn the various quantitative method and market design that can be used in various contexts, but particularly in the context of digital markets. So for instance, if you want to consider like how to reveal preferences, this type of question, this is the class where you will learn how to do it.
As well for the data project class, so this one is just for the first semester, it's not throughout the whole year.
It's for the first semester, but since you will need to use the methods that you'll see in the machine learning class, we overlap a little bit on the second semester. So usually the project ends at the end of mid-January, let's say, because we need some time to see the work and then to grade it, but it goes until mid-January. Do you have more questions?
No, yeah, you answered everything I needed. So yeah, thank you very much for answering all my questions.
Thank you for your question. Thank you also.
As well, so now I would have a final question, and that will be rather like on the profile you are looking for, like, and the one you will appreciate, like during the application. Even if we don't have like a real interest, like a very strong or like a precise interest for digital economics, but rather we are more interested in the broader techniques that are taught within the masters, like the machine learning or just like the microeconomics in it. Do we still have will we be still a fit for your for you and for the master?
So you mean, do you have an interest in economic issues or just an interest in the methods?
In both of them, but for example, like if we don't really have an if we don't aim to become like a blockchain economist or like making smart contract, but like is it fine or like would still be a fit for the master's?
Yeah. Actually, I don't know whether we ever had like a smart contract developer. Madalina, you might have this information. I don't think so, no.
Not yet.
Not yet. No, our students find job in various sectors. And if you are not interested in the digital sector, more in finance, banking, you are good with data, well, you can apply, and you will have a chance to be admitted, of course.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, so I think we can close this session. Thank you to both of you for attending this webinar and for asking questions.